Tiffany here with Years of Years, and it's another This Day in Disney, and it is May 13th, and we're going to start off by going to 1933. Walt Disney produced a cartoon called The Mail Pilot, and it was actually directed by Dave Hand, and that's probably someone we're going to talk about in the future when his birthday or something big that he was involved in comes up, because he was really good at helping Walt, particularly in getting all the ideas that were swirling around in Walt's mind onto the screen. So I think that's really fantastic that he had the ability to help Walt to focus his ideas into cartoons and future films and all of that. So check out Dave Hand. But back to the Mail Pilot, I took a look at it today, and it's a black and white cartoon. It has Mickey and Minnie, and the Pete is in it as well. He's a bandit. And anyway, not Walt, Mickey, but I could say Walt, because of course he voiced Mickey. Mickey is a mail pilot, mail carrier with an airplane, and he's entrusted to carry actually a chest of gold. I don't know how many mail carriers deliver gold in a chest, but that was Mickey's job. And they zip it right into the airplane, which I really enjoyed the animation on that. I thought it was really fluid. I love these old animated Mickey cartoons. They're so cool and creative. But anyway, he goes off flying through rain and wind and snow and any kind of course, element that you could think of, which is very indicative of our mail carriers today and what they'll go through every day to deliver the mail, which I'm super grateful for. Anyway, that's not the worst of his worries. The weather, he actually gets chased down by Pete the bandit, who has his own plane with a harpoon and a gun on it, and he's after Mickey and what he's carrying in his plane. And you're gonna have to go check it out to see what happens. But I would say the ending is fun, and Minnie makes her appearance, which is really adorable, and I enjoyed this cartoon. It was fun. So more things to watch. There's so much to watch these days, and we've got time to do it. So that's awesome. And then next up in this day, in 1992, Disneyland's Fantasmic is officially dedicated in Frontierland. So they wanted a nighttime show over the rivers of America, and this was a spectacular show. I love Fantasmic, and of course we have one over at Hollywood Studios that we've enjoyed many times as a family. I went ahead and watched some different videos. So I watched the 1992 video, and I watched a current Disneyland video, and then I know our Hollywood Studios Fantasmic pretty well. So I noticed in the 1992 there was a pirate ship battle, and that was the big difference I saw right away, and I was like, hold up, where's our big pirate ship battle? So that's the one thing that we definitely don't have. There's actually quite a few differences between the two. So if you're visiting Walt Disney World Hollywood Studios and then go over to Disneyland, you're definitely gonna have a different experience with this show. I watched the 2017 version, and it was great in Disneyland. I thought it was really good, and I'd love to see it in person. So I'm looking forward to maybe that opportunity in the future. But I love Fantasmic. It's a great show, and it's wonderful to see Mickey and his imagination and what's going on with him, and the creativity that they had with this show in '92. You know, I was alive then, obviously, and remember the 90s, and I think if I had gone to see this show, I would have been super impressed with the fireworks. They had the live actors, the water effects, especially the projection mist screen. I was impressed with it the first time I saw it. at Walt Disney World, and I think if I saw it in 1992, I would have been really impressed. It's just such a neat way to project, you know, video onto an actual screen of mist. I think it'd be neat if we did more of that actually in the world. It was really fun. And then of course the decorated rafts. There's some, you know, really iconic things that happen, of course, with the princesses. I think that's been the same the whole time, and the princes or the Beast and Belle, and them dancing on the rafts they're all lit, and it's so magical and beautiful. And then of course the big ferry boat with all the characters dancing around and waving their flags and things like that, and the little spinning fireworks. I forget what they're called right now, but that's okay. It's so fun. I actually love the ferry boat whole moment at the end. So Fantasmic, gotta love it. Go watch that, go enjoy it, and remember, get some popcorn and have some fun watching maybe all 3 versions if you haven't seen them. But it was a lot of fun, and I love at sometimes when we don't have time to go watch Fantasmic but we're leaving the park, you can see Mickey up on the bald mountain, I think it's called. Anyway, you can see him up there before the fireworks and during the fireworks from the parking lot. So that's something that we've noticed once or twice, and it's so cool, and we have to turn around and just wait, because you got to watch that even if it's from a distance. It's really fun. So last up on this day is just a little tidbit, and in 2002, so let's see, you know, we had some really difficult events in 2000 that changed how we do things with security and parks and everything with 9/11. And in 2002, they made it a rule that you couldn't bring coolers into the park. When I was researching this, it looks like they kind of let you bring coolers in and then they didn't. And I think now it's a permanent, you can't bring them into the park. So I just thought that was interesting, and just thinking of all the changes that have happened over the years, and of course changes that we're going to be experiencing in the very near future. And you know, even something as simple as not bringing a cooler into the park. I've never brought a cooler into the park, but I'm sure that there are some people out there who were ticked off when they couldn't bring their cooler into the park, because you do things and you're used to them, and it's hard when there's a change like that, even if it's little. So especially right now with everything going on, I think patience is a big key to being patient with the changes, but also being patient with each other, because you know, not everybody takes change so well. And obviously just with the parks in general, I mean, there's rides that I wish were still there, like Snow White's Scary Adventures. I love that ride, and I don't have little kids right now, so I'd much rather do that than go visit princesses personally. But I loved it and I thought it was fun. I think it would have been neat to refurbish it. It was a cool dark ride that was scary, and I know from watching videos in the past that it's even been scarier than it was toward the end, and I think that's kind of fun. But it's a princess meet and greet, and that's great for so many children, and the lines for that are usually really big, so obviously it has a huge purpose. But that's a change I didn't like. And I think we all experience that, where there's changes we just don't like. So that was our last This Day in Disney, and some of my thoughts on changes and the parks. But more importantly, I love learning about Disney history. I hope you guys are having fun hearing about Disney history and learning for yourselves. Always go out and enjoy your day and learn new things. And I hope you have a great day today. Bye!